So lawyer Miguna has come out to deny claims that he met President William Ruto and was given 30 million Kenyan shillings, and one of his daughters was given a NIS job. So these claims were earlier put up by blogger Aoko, who claimed that lawyer Miguna met Ruto and he was given 30 million Kenyan shillings to abandon the liberation movement, and one of his daughters was promised a NIS job. So of course these claims generated debate, and people were sending Miguna's message to ask if this is indeed true. Lawyer Miguna took to X, formerly Twitter, to put things clear, and he has officially denied meeting President William Ruto, saying that the last time he was in the country was in May 2024. That was last year, and he's saying that he is planning to be here soon, and he's even asking his supporters to ignore these rumors, these allegations, because he's saying that it is one of the tactics that the enemies are using to distract people and to kill this liberation movement. So this is Miguna's message to Kenyans. Revolutionaries and freedom fighters. In the struggle for liberation, our enemies use many strategies and tactics to distract and undermine the struggle, as they have always done. I urge you to stay vigilant and focused like laser beams. The last time I was in our beautiful country was May 2024, and I plan to return soon. As you are all aware, I don't have supernatural powers to turn into wind or spirit and travel to Kenya like osmosis. I understand that those powers only belong to God, and your 5-star general is nothing but a human being with integrity. Please ignore clout chasers and clickbaiters. Cheers. So this is Miguna's faring back at Aoko. Remember that Miguna is one of the people who have been criticizing President William Ruto. Remember, Miguna is one of the Kenyans who are saying that the only way to remove Ruto from power is through people's revolution, is through street revolution. Miguna is insisting that this is the only tactics that is going to get Ruto out of power. Miguna has doubts on IBC and the 2027 polls, because he is saying that the IBC chairperson, Mr. Etekon, and the other commissioners, these are Ruto Raila people. And these people were given job by Ruto and Raila. And Miguna believes that these people will not abandon their bosses. And here I'm talking about President William Ruto. So he's saying that we should not believe that IBC is going to give us free, fair and credible elections. That's why Miguna is always urging Kenyans to go to the street and to get this man out of power. So Miguna is saying that he will continue hitting this government. He will continue criticizing this government because he says that the government is panicking, and that's why it is using the likes of Aoko to spread rumors and to try and undermine the liberation. So he's urging Kenyans to stay vigilant and to understand that the government will use many tactics in order to disrupt people and in order to gain advantage. You see, when Aoko put such a post, you see, some Kenyans will have to doubt Miguna, and moving forward, what Miguna will be sharing on his socials, some Kenyans will be doubting and all that. So these are, as Miguna is saying, that these are one of the tactics that the government of the day is using to disrupt people and to distract people from coming together, being together, and speak in one voice. So the fight between Miguna and Aoko has been there this is not the first time these two are engaging in war of words. I remember sometimes back also this happened, and now again is happening. So Here we go. Miguna has denied claims that he met Ruto. And you see, I was one of the people who, after reading that Maverika Aoko post, I was like, Miguna, of all the people, 30 million, I really had a little doubt about it, considering that amount. And well, I cannot tend to assume that Miguna cannot be bought. Anything is possible in politics. Money speaks, and people can jump ships anytime. But I don't know. I had some little doubt about it, I had to wait to see how Miguna was going to respond to this, and. Indeed, he has done so. So Miguna is saying that he is here, he is not joining President William Ruto, and the struggles for this country continues, and he will continue to use his social media as he has always been doing so to criticize this government and to correct this government whenever he sees that the government is doing wrong. We are in the politics period, because we cannot assume that politics is not happening in this country. The politicians have officially opened doors for politics. That's why you see them moving from one region to another and all that. And remember that in politics, adui achaguliwi silaha. The politicians will use all means and tactics to ensure that the enemy is defeated. And so we have to, as people who want to see good and people who want to achieve good in this country, you must be very, very vigilant. You must be very, very keen, because a lot will be said, a lot will be written, a lot of propaganda will be out there. But if you're not keen, you'll fall for this propaganda, you'll fall for these theatrics. Politicians are very corny people. These are very people who don't care what they use, as long as the tactics is going to give them a win. For them, it doesn't matter. The end justifies the means, and this is what politicians normally do. So I think Kenyans who want to liberate this country from these claws of these frauds we call politicians, you have to be very, very vigilant. That one blogger that you believe that he or she is always a truthful person, be very, very careful. Man will be poured. And as I told you in several videos I've done on this channel, that man will be poured, man will be used in ahead of 2027 elections. And not all people who are singing one term mean it. Not all people who are singing Ruto must go will mean it. Some of them are there just to try and make you believe that you are in the same side. Then before the elections, you see these people are singing Ruto is here, Ruto is better, and all that. So anybody who is in this political space actively, you must know these bloggers are there for money. They follow money. Where money is, these bloggers will go, and they will be shouting because every dog has its masters. Even these bloggers you see singing 1, 2, 3, they have their masters. So when their masters tells them to post this, they will do so. So let's not be very ignorant. We know politics is always full of lies, propaganda, and all that. So Miguna has officially denied that, and is telling us to ignore the propagandists, saying that they have been sent by their masters to disrupt the numbers and to kill this liberation movement. So Miguna is urging you to stay vigilant, to stay active, and to ignore distractors. So that is it from me for now. Thanks for watching. This is Sophia Live.